What's going on, Korea? This is Ixi, and in today's video, I want to talk about iks 9 Monstrum Nox, the game that officially came out in Japan 12 hours ago. You can finally play it in Japanese. I want to talk about this game a little bit. In the gameplay in the background, you have here the TGS demo that came out a couple of days back. This is basically gameplay all throughout. We know, there's no cutout with cutscene or trailer. This is not a trailer. This is straight up gameplay. You guys can see how this game's going to be running, how it floats. You guys know my first impression of this game when I saw the first trailer. I was not feeling this game. I still to this point don't feel it too much because I feel like the map is too big. But let's talk about the game. The game officially came out. I already saw a couple of videos of it on Twitter. People's opinions. Well, I want to talk about people's opinion, reviews that have come out about this game already, and what is the general consensus of this game at this moment right now. So let's talk about this game for a second. So you guys can see on the demo here, the maps are still very huge. I don't like I said, I still feel like it makes the game way too hollow to the point where everything is like so huge. But I think I know why they made the map this particularly huge for this particular game, and this is something that you will notice you play like Ⅸ-Monstrum just 8. So you guys know, if you guys play any kind of bosses, you got fought any kind of bosses like Ⅸ-Monstrum, you guys probably already noticed the camera situation that just 8 has. The camera problems is that when you're against the wall, and let's say the enemy, I'm gonna show you guys a clip here. You guys know what I'm talking about. When you are fighting a boss, the dinosaur boss, basically in the beginning of the game, like Ⅸ-Monstrum, the boss kind of like pushes you against the wall, against the defensible wall, and the camera kind of fucks you up, and you cannot see what the enemy or what the boss is. I think this is why they went for the huge amount of big open areas now. And again, it makes the game look so empty, but I think this is why they decided to make it like this, all super heavy with a lot of space, so the camera does not get jacked up, because that's one of the few criticisms that I can get to Ⅸ-Monstrum when it comes to little big of issues that the game had. It's the camera angles. I think this is why they made this game with such a big areas like this. But then again, it's one of my pits about this game is the fact that it's so huge that it just makes everything look bland, and it doesn't float with me, I guess you can say. I don't want to repeat the same situation that I did a couple of ways. The video that I did of why my hype is dead, and you guys did not like that video at all. I was giving a constructive criticism of the game, and I feel like that the game has been rushed, but I don't want to do the same thing here. I want to talk about what people are saying about this game. So you guys know, 2 hours ago the game came out. People are be talking about this game. A lot of people will be liking it. And let's talk about the main situation here. So it's already came about that the game has been coming out with frame problems. Basically, in the big area, in the big castle, or I guess you can say town, the game has a lot of lagging problems. The flame just goes down. So I already knew this game will have a little bit of a frame problem due to the fact that, again, the game looks unfinished. I've been saying this since the first trailer. This is the first trailer that came about. The game was looking kind of unfinished to me. I was looking at it, I'm like, man, this game was rough to me. And it's not just the graphics. The graphics is on there too, but it's just not the graphic. I was looking at it, I was like, man, this doesn't feel like a Falcom, inspired trailer and game to me. It's just lacking. It's lacking something. That's what I was thinking. Another issue that people are talking about this game already, besides the frame problem and the lagging problem, is the music. To my surprise, people are complaining about the music of Falcom. But you guys already know what I think about Falcom music. I feel like Falcom has never messed with the music. I feel like this is where the sacred thing about Falcom to me is the music and the soundtrack. The soundtrack of Falcom are like top tier to me. I never personally have any like if I had to rank OCT for Falcom, they're all to me 7 and up. There has never been an average OCT from Falcom. Me personally, they're all good. They all sound good. They all inspired to me. Music is one of those things that is kind of like, it's so preference. People, you might not like the music. You feel like that the music might not go to this game. But it's very complicated to particularly like every soundtrack that Falcom does. But I can say we confident that Falcom music, they're never been average to me. They're all been high quality tier. Another a lot of people were not so impressed with this game. You know, on Twitter, a lot of people were happy, but a few of them were saying that the music is like on the low tier department with the singer. I guess people do not like the composer singer. Singer is one of the composers of Falcom, and they don't like how they don't like his soundtrack. Basically, people do not like his flow of making music. I personally, with the miniseries that I heard, it sounds very good to me. To be completely honest, it sounds good. The miniseries that came out. So that's basically all the little things that people were saying. So let's talk about the reviews about this game that came out. So one of the famous reviews that people like to bring it up is Famitsu Review. So Famitsu Review is basically, it's one of the biggest company in Japan that always reviewing any kind of games. Could be RPG, any kind of Japanese game. Famitsu is like the biggest corporation over there in Japan. Basically, think of Famitsu of like IGN here in the West. Everybody knows what IGN is. It's a big video game company that does, they promote any kind of game. They review games, especially Famitsu in Japan. Now, I want to say, guys, Famitsu gave this game a 35 out of 40. And they gave the predecessor, Ys Ⅸ Lacrimosa Odana, a 34 out of 40. Now, I want to say this right now. I'm going to keep it straightforward. Famitsu reviews are trash. Okay, guys? I'm going to keep it simple. You should never take these reviews. You should take these reviews at face value, to be completely honest. And I'm gonna explain to you why. If you're someone that don't keep up with the gaming industry that much, there's a lot of behind scene that goes on when it comes to this kind of reviews. Videogamedunkey did a very nice video explaining why a lot of this review come very disingenuous. People, this kind of corporation are not really honest about the game. Videogamedunkey did a very nice video of this, which is called Game Critic, which I'm gonna show you guys a couple of clips here what I'm talking about.
But what separates this guy from this guy? Well, this guy gets paid to say stupid shit. The first issue I have with gaming outlets is how their opinions are so decentralized. Now, let's look at IGN's review of Super Metroid. In Metroid, you play as Metroid as a bounty hunter that shoots a dinosaur in outer space with his missile 9.5. What the fuck was the point of this? I can find all this shit on the back of the box, except there, it would probably sound exciting. The only real content in this review was the number at the end of it.
People really are not genuine on the game, and the fact that so many things are involved behind the scenes. You give me the game early, and of course I'm gonna give you a good review of the game because you gave me the game early. And basically you do the same thing every year. I give you a good review, so since I give you a good review, you're gonna come back to me every year to review your game, and I can give you a good score because I'm gonna give you a good score anyway. Because hey man, that's how we keep the money rolling. Videogamedunkey did a very nice complex video about this with a funny way to do it. He fucking blast off a few big names, a few big corporation, including IGN. It was hilarious seeing this shit. This is how I actually found out about Videogamedunkey on this video. And it says here, this is what Dengeki Magazine says. Dengeki PlayStation, this is what they said. It says here, masterpiece with an engaging story, events area come with relatively long loading times. Players plan nostalgia bosses show up. So there are a lot of people are saying in the comment of this demo that there is no loading times in this game. Guys, there is loading times in this game. It's just they sort of make it look like there's no loading time, but there's a lot of loading times in this game. It's just by looking at the Dengeki review here, they say that there's a lot of load time, and they plan to sort of like to patch it so they can make it a little bit more faster. The maps are huge, so there's gonna be loading time, guys. So don't be fooled by the things you guys seeing here with these demos and stuff. There's loading time. You guys go see streams about this game right now. They are be loading time. By the way, guys, I'm not Videogamedunkey, brother, or I am Videogamedunkey. A lot of you guys, I've been saying this sort of, I don't know, first of all, I was saying this as a joke. People were saying, yo, are you Videogamedunkey? Yeah, Videogamedunkey? Guys, I'm Videogamedunkey's cousin. You guys didn't know, I'm his cousin. People even on Reddit were like, yo, are you Videogamedunkey? I'm his cousin, bro. You guys did not know that? Okay, now you know. Yo, I'm Videogame cousin, bro. I know him real life. All jokes aside, I'm not really Videogamedunkey cousin. We do come from the same island. I mean, you're on my Discord, you guys know I'm Puerto Rican. We come from the same island, so we probably do have around the same accent. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. You guys wanna see Videogamedunkey videos. You guys understand where I'm coming from of not taking the Famitsu video review face value, guys. I'm gonna leave it here. Just wanna let you guys know my thoughts, people thoughts about this game, what's going on with Monstrum Nox. I do not plan to play this game. I'm gonna wait until the English one comes out, and the reason, I already said this before, but I'm gonna say it here again. The reason I'm not playing this game Japanese right now, I'm not streaming it right now. Usually I'm like on top of fucking games. It's due to the fact that Coastal 3 is about to come out next month, and I have a lot of games to catch on, which I need to upload here to my channel. So I just be on the backtrack here on the moment. So I'm just gonna wait for the English version to come out, because by the time the English version comes out, I'm gonna be done with everything I want to be done currently, and you know, it's just a better time right now for me to wait. The comments are fantastic. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, catch ya.